Okay, here's a couple of different kinds of cylinders. This is what's called a European style or a profile cylinder, and you'll always see these 9 times out of 10. This is a CES brand, and this is a Schlage keyway. We can tell that by taking a Schlage style key and inserting it, if I can see, into the keyway. So that's a Schlage style key. Now, in the past couple of years, I've seen some overseas companies have this kind of head, which in the past has been exclusive to Schlage keys, but now they will have this head with a quickset style milling. And what I mean by milling is the grooves that are in the side, which ends up being what's called the warding in the lock. But you can see how, hopefully, that looks. Maybe if it'll focus, there we go. That is a SC1 keyway, or key, because it's only 5 pins. You see, there's 5 different cuts. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's shorter than the SC4 keyway, which is what this is made for, because it's got the 6 cuts that can be decoded and picked. So we'll look at this, which is a MTech brand Schlage keyway mortise cylinder. And the way that you can tell it's a mortise cylinder, one of the biggest ways is the fact that it has these threads that are located on the back, and this is so it can be screwed into what's called a lock body. It has a tail piece that's held on by these 2 Phillips head screws, which are number 1 Phillips P1. And in order to get these out, it's very simple. You just take our screwdriver and back them screws out. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So we get that one out. Put it down here. Take this other one out, and then you can see what this particular tail piece looks like. Generally, you will hear the lock bodies that these go on referred to as oops. Not oops, but you'll hear them referred to as Adams Wright style locks. So you see, that's where the head, the countersunk head, rests inside that tail piece. Put that down. Now we get the back side of the lock. And that plug will accept this kind of follower. You see there, that's fitting just around that little extrusion on there. So what we got to do, we got to pick it. Let's see if I can do this. Let's embarrass myself. And see, this one can be 6 pin. That's the reason why it sits with the shoulder portion up against the plug like that. Unlike in the previous video where I showed you the quick set. So we're going to go through here, see Number 6 cylinder is dead because, I call it dead because it has no spring or pins in it. We can tell that by the fact it's not springing back up. And if we take tension off, we see that we got springiness in these. Trying to keep the glare off, but still let you see it. So let's put a little tension. We're going to hold that in our hand, just like that. And put a little clockwise tension on this thing. Not too much. We'll start out with a little bit of easy tension. Looking for the one that's hanging up. And I think we found it. And click. See which one. That one's hanging up. So another click. So do this and click. Click, and one more. Boop, there we go. We got it picked. So we hold the plug in while we pull the pick out. And we take our follower, as we talked about, put it on that extrusion, and then we push gently while holding the pin portion up. Oh, look, this one could be 7. That's an unusual because of the length of this thing. This, I think, is 1 3/8 inches. Most of them aren't. They're most, but you can see the pins down inside there. And when you take the Lishi tool, you can see, uh-oh, I knocked the pin out. Where'd it go? Where did that pin go? There it is. Little teeny pin. Little tiny pin. And anytime you put a pin back in, you always want to make sure the part that touches the key is the part that goes in first, and that would be the pointy part, the poinky part. Alright, we'll stop here.